Hello and a warm welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. My name is Vasvi Bhatia and let's begin with Supreme Court this week. The Supreme Court said that it was important for the judiciary to uphold the spirit of the right against sexual harassment. The court said that that right is a part of a person's right to life and dignity guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution. The court made the observation while hearing a case relating to accusations of sexual misconduct against a Border Security Force head constable. The complainant, a constable at the Border Security Force, has accused his senior of sodomizing him in May 2006. The Supreme Court dismissed a law student's PIL on right to vote, saying it is not a moot court competition. Supreme Court dismissed petitioner Rishi Sehgal's PIL after he couldn't clarify what fundamental right had been violated, warranting a writ petition under Article 32 of the Constitution. People with disabilities should not be made to remove their prosthetic limbs or calipers during their security checks at airports, nor should they be lifted manually without consent. The Supreme Court has ruled after the final hearing of a case filed by Kolkata-based activist Jija Ghosh. It is also said that security checks should be done without violating the person's dignity. The Supreme Court has clarified the right to custodial interrogation of jail inmates by agencies wouldn't be affected by court's instruction for video conferencing facilities at the jail. In regard to Unitech case, the court said its direction for VC facility to be made available at the jails where the accused, Chandra brothers, are housed so they can record their presence in the court proceedings wherever required, wouldn't come in the way of the Enforcement Directorate. The agency can well move requisite application before the magistrate for the purpose of seeking their custodial interrogation. The Supreme Court of India has held that offence under Section 138 NI Act will be made out even if debt liabilities occurred post drawing of cheque before its presentation for encashment. The divisional bench ruled that the real purpose of Section 138 would not be fulfilled if debt or the other liability is interpreted to include only debt that exists as on the date of drawing of the cheque and not what incurred in the post period. The Delhi High Court asked Delhi government to refrain from taking any action in connection with a ban on cross-gender massages in the city, observing that such services don't implicate or indicate the existence of sexual activity. The Honorable High Court of Delhi directed the concerned respondent's authority to treat as a representation a writ petition filed before it seeking the refund of conversion and parking charges collected by the Municipal Corporation, since the same has been diverted for payment of salary and establishment expenses rather than the same being spent on providing parking facilities, augmenting the infrastructure, that is sanitation, roads, and improving the quality of the environment, the purpose for which these charges were levied. Next we have the Bombay High Court. The High Court of Bombay has decided to restore physical hearing of cases. The benches functioning at principal seat at Bombay, benches at Nagpur, Aurangabad, and High Court of Bombay at Goa will take up their regular assignment physically. The practice of mentioning the matters for circulation or by precipice through email is discontinued. The advocates and parties and persons may mention their matters for circulation, production, etc. physically before the concerned benches. Next we have the Kerala High Court. The Kerala High Court, in the case of S. Vijayan versus Central Bureau of Investigation, dismissed a plea filed by former police officer S. Vijayan, accusing Nambi Narayanan of influencing the CBI investigation against him by entering into land deals worth crores with the then investigation officials of the agency. The bench dismissed the criminal revision petition, leaving liberty to the petitioner to file a fresh complaint with the appropriate documents. The Kerala High Court, in the case of Salim Kumar B.S. versus State of Kerala and another, observed that consuming alcohol in private place does not constitute as an offence as long as they do not cause any nuisance in the public. Next we have the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court. Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court said that the inclusion of words like socialism and secular in the preamble of Constitution in 1976 would help the country's spiritual development. Images limited. He said that India has been a spiritual country since time immemorial and the preamble already included sovereign, democratic and republic. Next we have the Gujarat High Court. To bring down pollution levels in Sabarmati, the High Court of Gujarat focused on industrial effluent discharge in order for the efficient functioning of common effluent treatment plants, warning that if the situation does not improve in 3 months, it would order the closure of all 7 CETPs. The High Court of Gujarat has launched a new automatic email notification facility, which is being implemented whereby the advocate who has filed any document in case of a central filing in the High Court, it will be automatically notified through email from the registry of the High Court informing the filing of the document and also the amount of court fee submitted therewith. Next, we have Madras High Court. An employees' union moved the Madras High Court with a prayer to restrain the Union Civil Aviation Ministry and Air India from proceeding further with the process of national carriers' disinvestment without taking appropriate steps to protect the rights of the staff. The court, in interim relief to the petitioner, restrained the ministry and other authorities concerned from evicting the members of the Air Corporation Employees Union in Meenankamba here from their residences provided by the management of Air India Limited. Next, we have the Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court slammed the CBI for its failure to properly investigate the alleged custodial death of a 24-year-old man from Jaunpur as it failed to arrest the accused persons, policemen, against who the charges of murder had been levelled. The bench observed that the affidavit filed by CBI is totally unsatisfactory and has indicated that no contrary evidence or effort has been made by it to arrest the accused person. Next, we have miscellaneous news. The Crypto Asset Bill proposes to prohibit usage of crypto asset as currency substitutes or as payment systems for remittances. The bill also proposes to establish a facilitative framework for distributed ledger technologies and also lay the groundwork for creation of the official digital currency to be issued by the RBI and regulated under RBI Act, sources told NDTV. The bill, which will be presented in the winter session of Parliament, also proposes to establish a regulatory framework to regulate the evolving space and to prohibit advertisements and the spread of misinformation to the public in line with global approach. Next, we have international news. Hungary's constitutional court on Friday struck down a bid by Prime Minister Viktor Orban's government to challenge a ruling by the EU's top court against Budapest's harsh asylum policy. Budapest has asked the court earlier this year to review a ruling from the European Court of Justice, ordering it to suspend a law that allows police to deport or physically push back asylum seekers across the Serbian border. The Biden administration urged the Supreme Court to decline an appeal filed by students for fair admissions, challenging Harvard's race-conscious admissions policies. This is a weekly program. To get more information, please check the description box. And to get weekly updates, like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.